following his statements against state PDPs who are supporting Fubara. And in his statement, Wike has made some treasonable statements that he ought to book for that. Now, following this turn of events, these tagged Nyesom Wike's statement to governors on putting in their states is an issue of national security, of course, cutting what Chief Edwin Clark said. The manner in which federal government has ignored this shows the issue of double standard, a threat to national unity. This is coming from Mr. Peter Ameh. Mr. Peter is the National Secretary of CUPP and the former chairman of IPAC. He's joining us via Zoom to discuss the matters arising following Wike's statement, threats to PDP governors. Mr. Peter, good morning. Can you hear us?
Good morning. I can hear you.
Good morning, Mr. Peter.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
So we'd like to know, because we actually read out the copy of your press release or your article, the article you put out there, given the issue between Wike and PDP governors. I would like to know what prompted the release. What was the issue that came to mind that actually prompted you to put out that release? Hello, Mr. Peter.
So there was maybe network issues. But for
did you get my question?
Now you got the question. Please, can you repeat it?
Okay, so you recently put out an article where you mentioned that Nyesom Wike's statements on putting fire in their state is an issue of national security. And Chief Edwin Clark has come out to tell the IG of police to issue an arrest for Nyesom Wike, given his outrageous, threats to PDP governors. So we want to know what prompted you to quote what he said by putting out this article, stating that Wike is set a matter of national security.
Yes, thank you very much. It's a matter of national security. I want to take exception to your statement introducing the state as PDP state. The election is conducted and a person is declared. These states are part of the federation, the federation unit that makes up the federation. So they are not PDP state or AP state as I speak. Yes, the governors would have been elected on that platform of PDP or APC. But the fact that now is part of that a federating unit that has its own, that covered by laws and our constitution. There's a threat that the Wike has said that he's going to put fire into those states. So you can imagine what we're worried about. Our statement is to support Chief E.K. Clark. That very, demand to the IGOP of police to investigate this matter and look at this, because this could also undermine the national unity that we're in. Because Wike is coming from South. I remember some of the PDP states are in the north, some are in the west. This could be also undermine the national security of our country. And if we are trying to examine is the issue of double standard. If an ordinary man on the source statement, that would have been a very serious allegation on that person. What Wike has said is something that is not even up to what the peaceful protesters and they have been charged for treason. So we must examine the right of every citizen and know that every citizen enjoy equal right under the constitution, under the law. Every citizen must be treated equally with some sense of respect, sense of self-belonging to a country called Nigeria. So the issues are this worrying signs are something that we feel we should continue to speak about, and continue to speak that the fact that authority are built over this matter has also shown the issue of double standard. Double standard is you can't Nigeria different from another. The constitution is very clear on issues of nationality, on issues of citizenship, and the constitution is also very clear on issues of our rights. When you do the 39, 40, and 41, so this fundamental right as a nation cannot be, be used as a basket of meal. You choose and then decide which one to drop. What we are saying is that Wike has made this statement. There's no invitation as we speak. This is a call that would have, if the PDP, if the governors decide to react, and then there's crisis in this state. The ordinary man in the state, the citizens of our country, will be the one to bear the bonds. So it is better that security agencies are on top of their game and treat this issue with the seriousness that it deserves.
All right, Chief. It has been the concern of since Wike made the statements that the government should have reacted to this. How do you think the federal government?
The federal government should have invited him to ask why does he intend to put fire on the federation? Because one part of the federation is entirely sick. Because as we speak, you know what Boko Haram is doing in the north, in the northwest already, and in the northeast, and you know what banditry has cost us, affecting the food inflation in Nigeria. Adding extra crisis to that, we further undermine our sense of freedom. We further undermine our sense of peace. Enjoy today. There's no country that developed without having a peaceful environment to work. The government should have even used their most active man, to write a statement and condemning first to show that we are equal before the law, to show that we are one Nigerian citizen. The statement made by Wike. So that is how we would have seen this thing going forward. So that preferential treatment is being given to one set of Nigeria against another. And in the constitution, there's no way that says that a cleaner in the Federal Minister of Works is not inferior as a citizen citizenship compared to a minister or to a president. We enjoy the same authority law. So anything that makes it look at one citizenship undermined and one to be treated as a superior element within our federation, it further weakens our democratic practice and about equality.
Okay, Chief. Why do you think the first hasn't done anything? Do you think, or is it because Wike is not?
It's not because Wike is untouchable. It's because we are now using our authority of government as a to dispense favor, to dispense advantages to certain cronies and friends who are part. Because the way you are treated as a member of Labour Party, the way you are treated as a member of NNPP is not the way you are treated as a member of APC. And so these things are very clear. And what we are preaching, a society that I have tried working for since my adult age, in canvassing for equality, in canvassing equal treatment under the law, I think that anytime I see that being eroded by means of political patronage, I want to speak openly to be able to condemn such act, because this is about political party, this is about interest that does not undermine the interest of our general, the interest that undermines the interest of our democracy.
All right, thank you so much. I have this very pressing question for you. Everybody seems to be at the government to call Nyesom Wike to order. Nobody seems to be talking about the PDP and the pressure groups within the PDP. Wike is still a bona fide member of the PDP. If he has become this Frankenstein that nobody can actually touch. Nobody said anything. When before the election, governors were going to, give him obeisance and largesse, from him. Nobody said anything. So what is the PDP doing to curb his excesses and him to quit this rampage of making inflammatory statements just about the government? What has pressure groups within the PDP done, especially working committee, what have they done to curb Wike's excesses?
They have done nothing, because their interest too is to play to their pocket. And when you go to the street and you go to public place private places where politics is discussed, the level of investment that up to date why is obnobbing with the APC the level of that Wike puts in PDP is higher than what even deserving governors put in it. So we are saying that the party system in Nigeria must be reformed. Reform in the sense that congresses that are to be conducted at ward level, to be conducted at local government level, must be made transparent by the Electoral Commission, so that genuine people can participate in these processes, and then through that will speak and represent the interests of the people. We do not want leadership that young of certain people who have become, so powerful, after being in government for it. Because Nigerian power is only driven from people in government. They are not driven from, why we should run an enterprise economy where people will be resourceful, able to have enough resources to now be able to now speak truth to power. So this issue is that as I speak, I'm very sure that PDP have lost track. PDP has not done what it should do as an opposition. PDP is not giving direction in their members. I meet a lot of PDP members who are living in despair, in disappointment, and discouraged about the future of the PDP in the Nigerian politics. So a PDP must get his heart right. Must be disciplined. Disciplinary measures must be taken against members that are undermining the authority of the party, that are undermining the authority of the opposition, that is not allowing the potency, enough strength to bite and then speak truth to those who are in government, and then direct the state of ship to the right destination. That opposition, without a very strong and capable opposition, a stronger government and a stronger political party in government that will be doing as they like and ignoring the opposition, because the opposition does not have the necessary teeth to speak and coordinate itself in a way that the ruling government might say, oh, if the opposition said about fuel increase, we will be afraid we can't increase it. But now the opposition is good dog because of the activities of people like Wike, who are having one leg and another leg in the APC. And the inability for the PDP to deal issues at further weaken the fabric of the political party, to defend of Nigerians.
Chief, I think this would have been easier if it was just Wike when he was in PDP. If it was just a PDP saga, I would have just assumed that, okay, this is an impasse, should be settled. But he's a minister of Abuja. Now, what are the consequences of allowing people in power like this to make insights without any consequences?
I told you it's about initiative. It widening the gap between the very powerful and very poor. Widening the gap between the ordinary citizen and those in government, because you don't reduce the authority that every citizen has by one citizen with professional treatment because it's a minister. You should treat those citizens without the government acting or even cautioning Wike and not him that the statement he has made is not good for our democratic movement. It's not good for those who are watching us both internationally and local, that young people can come and speak to issues where we are avoiding, avoid name calling, and we discuss about potential issues that will become very interesting to our people, that will give development, that will give growth to our economy, and bring infrastructure to every community of this country.
All right, I think we'll be coming back to... Okay. Chief, are you with us?
That has been invested and become a bane of our democratic development. Because people cannot be using money to run a system, getting it from government. How do you grow an opposition system that the opposition cannot get enough resources? Even if you ask for Nigerians to develop, to pay membership, maybe one naira. I mean, Nigerians can afford it. Nigerians have been pauperized by the bad leaders, that they can't even understand why they should be funding an opposition political party when the government is sharing rights with government money, when the party government is giving vehicles. So for the cutting right, there must be equal treatment under the law. And the Nigeria that has been very effective in questioning the activities of young people who are demanding to bad governance, they have been very active in telling people not to talk about government, should also be able to tell them we need a system that is stable, that is prosperous, under a condition, and that peaceful condition can only be gotten if we do not have people who make statements like we will put fire. Imagine if somebody come and say we will put fire, you will put fire in a government house, you will put fire in this state. These are wrong statements that nobody should make in a democracy. Democracy is about issues, about what you canvass for. You talk about election, but when the election comes, you put your candidate, and whoever gets elected by the people, maybe the people are listening more with the issues and with those views. But to threaten one against the other, I am above the law, I can say anything and get away, you know me. Then, showing bad examples to the young ones that we are trying to treat them and then make them into a culture of democratic governance that is driven by policy and issue based. So we must get it right. Have governors in the party that cannot even speak against their former governor, that cannot speak against them, reign the interest of the party. If you have such members, even the governors too, also be seen as weaklings that have no capacity to defend the integrity of defend the integrity of their state. Because I can't be a governor of a state to be sincere, and I will have such threat, and I will not respond. It is not going to be possible. You cannot threaten people that I'm governing to say you are going to. How do I wake up one and the life of the citizens I'm governing are in danger because somebody says going to put fire there? So please, issues we should not. Our democracy should not go in this way, and we want this democracy. We want it to be sustaining. We want it after we are all gone that our children will start to count like that our democracy is over 200 years old. So that is what we want. And if we must do it there, it must be issue-based. It must be discussed based on competence, merit, and ability. These are the issues that should be at point of discussion.
All right, thank you so much. I want us to backtrack a little and just dissect this by Nyesom Wike. He said he was going to set fire, put fire in this state, which to me seems like it's not really a specific threat. But from your assessment, what kind of threat he was, putting out to these governors, you think it's possible? And given Wike's antecedents, he doesn't make idle threats. And as acting minister of the Federal Capital Territory, what powers, do he has to, inflict these threats on these states?
All this power is about 2027 election. All these power statements, all these threats, how they call it, past maga, it's all about 2027 election. And it's interesting to say they must return the APC government into power against the interest of. But for me, I can not be the one to say whether it was a political statement or it was making forceful statement, making a statement that protects his interest, or that goes against the interest of the people. It is inviting him, and he makes a statement that says, "Oh, na joke are the joke," or that is where we will not take it from there. They have not even invited him. They have not asked him anything. That's what do that. We don't know how. Ours is to speak the truth. Ours is to defend. Ours is to continue to say that all Nigerian citizens must be equal before the law. That you can't treat that one was saying that, protest, and he had to go to prison. And another one is here, and he still enjoy government patronage. So that is our own discussion. When the police now went to do proper investigation, invite him, and they said he was joking, or he said that it's just political rhetoric, then we can now take our discussion further from there. So that's why you see supporting and a statement made by another statesman, E.K. Clark. We are supporting that statement that police should invite him or to put statement in the public space against states that are in our federation.
All right, Chief. Let's talk about the issue led or that built up to Wike making the statement talking about issue in River State. If I'm not wrong, I should think that the Governors Forum, the PDP Governors Forum, should be a special group within the PDP. And all this while that PK are exhibiting all manner of issues. They never spoke up. So my question is, so why now? Secondly, do they have the will to call Wike to book?
They are the one who have further weakened the PDP. Of those days will not take some of these things. They lost federal power. Most of their members and they who have won the election have almost become like a spineless, spineless citizens. So for the statement that Wike is making, not SWOT analysis, the strength, weakness, and authority that the state governors have in the PDP, and sees that none of them have the capacity of facing him, or maybe probably has done one favor or the other for them, or maybe President Asiwaju Bola meeting in the night. But he said it in his statement that these people are hobnobbing with the president and the APC at night, and then coming out to talk. So most of them may probably be afraid to be able to speak against him, so that he doesn't say, I saw you last night here, I saw you so thing here, I saw you pleading for this. So these are the challenges to democracy. People are no longer as principled as they are. Because if you draw the line, stay in your position. Don't get attracted by the specs of what people are in office. If you work very hard too, you get there, then you can afford to also enjoy. You can't be, and if you want to go back from leave the opposition to enter the ruling government, the governing government, publicly, I don't think that this midnight moonlight movement is going to help our democracy. So that is why they are not as strong as they should be to challenge the overbearing attitude in the party. And it is not about wearing colorful dress and before camera. It's about taking the bold step and making sure that it's restructured. Energy of the party is rechanneled into defending the integrity of the party. So these are things that they have shown that they are incapable of doing, that they have shown their attitude. And they have shown that very clearly, that Wike is their master. Because that is the truth. We are saying here, we are saying that, yes, Wike is your master, but there are certain statements we make against the Nigerian citizens, which are one. I live here. I know how it is for people to have a peaceful environment, and we will confirm that peaceful environment exists so that we can all coexist together and continue to our independence as a state and as a nation. So for me, the PDP has lost it. They must try to get back on track. Because if they are interested in saving this democracy, those who are leaders of the PDP and leadership like presidential candidates, they must sit down together and start to speak in one voice. If not, we're in for a very long day.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about 2027 election. How do you think Wike's threat currently unity and cohesion within the party?
Something that we want to say, there's no way. If you look at when Obasanjo did government of national unity, see Obasanjo, Yaradua, government of national unity, they gave appointment to some people for ANPP. Some of them are my friends, so I won't mention them. So they gave appointment to them to serve Yaradua's government. They gave appointment to other people, and only Bola Tinubu and his party did not collect. And when the time came, the party was so angry. The party now and said that these people who are part of this national government of national unity should be withdrawn and to the party. The people destroyed the party. ANPP became weaker than the coalition. We're not running a parliamentary system where votes are the percentage of what you get from a general ballot. That's not what we're running. We're running the winner takes all. You don't win, you don't get anything. There's no benefit for a coming second. In UK, there's benefit for coming second and third. In Nigeria, there's no benefit in suction. So if you have your man hobnobbing and doing moonlight discussions, the government of the day, and this same man has enough resources and enough network party to influence state elections, to help people within your party, to either sponsor people against you. And we're already in 2024. Then you know that you are already losing before we get there. So it is, and it's, I will say, the state, the PAC or the party national convention must declare a state of emergency on how to quickly salvage the integrity of the party and then give it the potency necessary to be able to act in cohort, in us, with other political parties in this country and save this country the impending one-party state that we are currently, almost towards.
All right, Chief Ameh, we have been talking about the PDP Governors Forum and their role in all this. But let's shift our National Working Committee, PDP National Working Committee. What do you think is their role in all this? What is expected of them? How are they supposed to wade into this?
The party constitution clearly says, almost all party constitution say, the working committee of a party has the responsibility to run the party on a day-to-day basis. Such responsibility, and this is happening under your nose. And with what we hear from corner and saying that Wike has them in his pocket, but what they are doing is not different people have said. They are showing as if they can act. You can imagine the king did some revelation to say that the PDP national headquarters was giving almost the list of the caretaker committee to Wike and ignore of the state. Making sure that they take structure of the PDP in the state. Why is the Labour is the PDP governor and APC is Wike is the double agent? Well, I say okay, a double member of a member of two. He's working for one and is a member of one. So if you is a member of PDP working for APC, and the party is saying that they did not appoint him, they did not go and serve. So all in all, the PDP National Working Committee shows as if they have no influence, or the authority to rein in Wike, or the authority to write him a letter and say they should sit on further, undermining the integrity and authority of the party. So if you see that kind of thing happening, that means there's an hand somewhere. There's a handshake going on behind the scene that we don't know.
Chief, because of time, we'll be rounding up very soon, but are there any legal implication to Wike's threat against PDP governors?
They are more of a political implication. The legal implication is that if I'm a leader of a political party, and my party member, a strong member who I know can cause dissatisfaction within the party, can cause the party from generating the necessary enthusiasm required, can cause the party a loss in an election. I will quickly set up a disciplinary committee and then use the authority of given me by members of the party to rein in such member. But the political implication is even more there, because it weakens the party politically from having the necessary penetration that is required to upstage a sitting government.
All right, thank you so much, Chief Peter Ameh. It was wonderful having some of these things with us today. Thank you so very much.
My pleasure.
All right, viewers, if you're still here, thank you for being here with us thus far.